Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining in today. Today's topic is one of my favorites. Gratitude is one of the few things that has the ability to change our mood, our attitude, and our perspective almost immediately. So practicing a life of intentional gratitude really can impact your day right now. So I'm excited to get started. I always start with my statements of intentionality, you guys, and so that I can show you how I'm working myself through this process. So my second statement of intentionality was to find positivity in all circumstances. Now, that seems almost undoable, right? It's a challenge, but I love a good challenge. So I shared the statement of intention with some friends because I wanted to get their feedback. And one of my friends shared with me this quote, and I'm not sure who originally said the quote, but the quote is, "You are unable to feel two emotions at the same time. So if you are feeling grateful, then you are unable to feel fear or sadness." Is that true? I wasn't so sure. And if you're not sure, you should test it also. So that's what I did. I started testing it. But let me be honest. Fear and sadness were not the emotions that I was struggling with. I was struggling with impatience and anxiety. And I was allowing those two emotions to steal my peace and my joy out of little moments throughout my day. And those little moments add up. And it becomes frustrating at the end of the day when you realize you let your emotions control so much of your day. So I wanted to test it and see if it was possible for me to feel anxious or impatient while feeling grateful. So I took this into my everyday life. Now, you guys, I'm not talking necessarily like big, huge circumstances that cause negative feelings. These could be little things that we experience every day. So for instance, standing in the excruciatingly long line at the grocery store, or the feelings I have when I'm trying to get out the door in the morning and Emma runs up the stairs for the 5th time to change her socks. Right? Or going into my gym to work out, and instead of enjoying the workout, I am caught up in being competitive and wanting to win and be the best and the strongest and the fastest. Okay, these are the kind of circumstances that I'm talking about. The things that we experience every day, you guys, but they become habits in our lives. So as I was experiencing these things, I started to make the conscious and intentional decision to stop, take a deep breath, and think about, what about the situation am I grateful for? Okay, and it's hard at first. It takes some practice to really get into the routine, but I'm getting better, and I have to say, it really has been life-changing and attitude-changing, and I just feel like a more positive person. So when I'm standing in that long line at the grocery store, instead of getting frustrated and being that person that's like, oh, seriously, can we move a little faster here, people, right? I'm stopping and I'm taking a deep breath and I'm thinking about what I can be grateful for. So this actually happened this week. So I was standing there and I thought, you know what? I am grateful that we have the money to buy healthy food. Right? We don't have to worry about where our next meal is coming from. I can go grocery shopping and not worry too much about a budget or what I'm spending. I'm able to shop freely for my family, which is an amazing blessing. I'm thankful that I get to grocery shop in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday, right? I don't have to go to work from 9 to 5 and then rush to the grocery store, fight the crowds after work when I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm hungry, and I just want to be with my family. You guys, that's not a struggle that I have, and I'm grateful for that. Emma, changing socks 5 times every single morning without fail, you guys. Instead of becoming impatient or anxious that we're going to be late because of this, I am really trying to embrace the moment, okay? I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, you know what? This kid, she loves school. Actually, she loves about everything. She's one of the happiest kids ever, which I am grateful for that. She loves school, you guys. And if this is the biggest struggle that I have getting her out the door every morning is socks, I will take it. It could be way, way worse, right? So instead of nagging her and getting on her, I now say, all right, go get your socks on. I will meet you outside when you're ready. And I go outside and I count my blessings and I take some deep breaths. And you know what? It has helped things so, so much, you guys. It doesn't help the situation for me to stand there and watch her and put pressure on her and get irritated, right, and complain about it. Then going to the gym, instead of getting caught up in this anxiety of having to win everything, I am really focusing on just being grateful. Grateful that I am healthy, I'm strong, I have a very capable body that has always allowed me to do the things that I enjoy. And that's a gift. I'm grateful that I get to go to a gym where I'm surrounded by positive people who encourage me and push me to be my best. That is a gift. I'm thankful that I can go to the gym whenever I want. I have total time freedom with my life as an entrepreneur. So I can go to the gym and I get to exercise every single day. It's all about changing our perspective. So instead of finding the things, or not necessarily finding the things, but just naturally complaining or being negative or showing ingratitude, I want us to turn it around. I want you to look for the blessings in every single circumstance, because I promise you they are there. Some of them are at the surface and some of them you may have to dig a little bit deeper to find, but I promise you they are there. I don't believe that any of us choose to be ungrateful on purpose. I don't think we wake up in the morning and say, gosh, I hope I can complain a lot today, right? I don't think that that is the case. I think that we get caught up in the busyness of life. I think that unfortunately, falling into that trap of being a complaining person or falling into the trap of being ungrateful is very easy to do. So I think we just have to become aware, you guys. I think awareness is the very first step, and just thinking and noticing if you're being negative or complaining or not being grateful for what you have. So one of the books that I read that really spurred me on in this is A Complaint-Free World. And actually, Jeff and I read this together. He actually was reading it first. I saw it sitting on the table in our living room. I was like, what is that? I think I need it. Let's read it. So he shared his copy with me and we both read it. The idea or theme behind this book is just stop complaining, right? Try to go 24 hours without complaining. It's hard, you guys. Once you become aware of how much you're doing it, it's really shocking. So the challenge of the book, so you start with your 24 hours, see if you can go that long without complaining, and then you're trying to get to 21 days, because if you can do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So in this book, it recommends wearing these bracelets. Well, we did not purchase the bracelets, but we use ponytail holders, okay? And you wear it every day, and every time you complain, you switch wrists, okay? So it's just, it's engaging you physically and mentally and becoming aware of your complaining. Now, I took it a step further so that every time I switched my bracelet from wrists, not only did I notice and become aware of my complaining, but I tried to say, be grateful for something, right? So flip it around. So not only turn off the negativity, but in its place, plant a seed of positivity. So that is one way to become aware. Another technique I've heard is wearing a rubber band on your wrist. And every time you complain or say something negative, you snap the rubber band, okay? Because you feel it. You feel it. Again, you're engaging the physical and the mental aspects of yourself and drawing your attention to this habit. So it really is all about becoming intentional, becoming aware, and planting positive, grateful seeds instead of the negative ones. All right, so we can all wear a bracelet, we can all snap a rubber band, but what other things can we do to become more grateful? I think it has to become part of our day. And when you first start this, it has to be super intentional as far as like setting it as a scheduled part of your day is showing your gratitude. If you watch the video on mornings and mastering your mornings, I spoke briefly on gratitude, but this is one of the easiest ways that you can start being a more grateful person is by starting your day with a thought of gratitude. So wake up, let the first things that flood your mind be thoughts of what you should be counting as blessings. What are you grateful for? So every single morning, you guys, I wake up. Sometimes I get down on my knees and I pray. Sometimes I just stop and I close my eyes and I lift my hands. You guys, it doesn't really matter where you're at. It doesn't matter necessarily your posture. It just matters that you do it. And it doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be like this moving prayer of gratitude. You just need to be simple. You need to be authentic and be sincere. So, for instance, this morning I woke up and I was like, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for a great night's sleep. Thank you for the opportunity of this day. Thank you that I'm healthy. that my family is safe. Thank you for this beautiful home that we live in. Guys, it's just a thank you. Just say thank you. Start your day. I think you will be really surprised by how that will set the tone for the rest of your day. So that's your first time of gratitude. Your second one that I would like you to do is when you're eating. You guys, at mealtime. I think that saying grace or saying a statement of gratitude before we eat has unfortunately become less of a habit in our families. And I think that that's something we need to reincorporate into mealtime. And again, it doesn't have to be long and elaborate, you guys. For instance, this morning, before I ate my breakfast, I had it cooked on my plate. I just closed my eyes. Thank you, Lord, for this food. I am grateful to have healthy food to nourish my body. That's it. Short and simple. But you guys, since I started doing that, I enjoy my food more. I really do. It's just taking the time to be grateful for it. I think, unfortunately, you guys, so many times we take for granted the things that so many other people are praying for, right? Whether it's our health or a family or a home or food to eat. You guys, there are so many people in the world that don't have those things. And many of, if not all of us, do on a very consistent basis. So don't let those blessings go unnoticed every day. Say your thanksgivings. Think them. Feel them. All right? It will change your attitude and your mood. All right. And the last thing that I want you to do as far as scheduling gratitude in your day is I want you to take time at night. Now, mornings are a great time to set the tone for the day. At nighttime, it is great for us to reflect, review our day, and count our blessings. There is nothing better than going to sleep thinking of all the great things in your life and how you are blessed. There are several scientific studies that show that people who end their day, their last thoughts are thoughts of gratitude. They sleep better, they sleep more soundly, and they sleep more deeply. You guys, who doesn't want that, right? Sleep is an essential part of living a happy, successful, thriving life. Also, studies have been shown that the last thing you think about before you fall asleep affects what the first thing is you think about when you wake up the next morning. So if you are counting your blessings, thinking about all the positive things in your life, you guys, you have a much better chance of waking up feeling positive and grateful the next day. Nighttime is where the magic is at, I believe. This is a time also that many people journal their gratitudes, which I am a huge fan of. Emma and I have been doing that. Every night we have our journals and we write 5 things that we are grateful for that day. And it's great. It gives us a chance to really reflect and think about what in that day really blessed us. So schedule gratitude into your day. Start your day off that way in the morning. Every time you sit down to have a meal, be thankful for the food that you're eating. And before you go to bed at night, lay in bed and count your blessings. So write them down, think them, say them out loud, whatever works for you. You have to find what is best for you, but I think that you will really find this rewarding and life-changing. Now, as I have practiced this, I have also learned that gratitude and practicing gratitude really does bless you in layers. So it's not just one single blessing that you get from this, but I believe there are multiple layers of blessings that come along with it. So the first blessing simply comes from awareness, okay? So by becoming more aware of what's around us, the blessings, the people who are showing us kindness and generosity, it makes you happier, okay? So that's blessing number 1, just the happiness and the positivity you get from becoming aware of what's going on in the world around you. The second 2 layers are byproducts of your gratitude. The first one are the natural byproducts. So as you are living a more grateful life and experiencing the positivity that comes from that, you are naturally affecting those around you, especially those closest to you. So as I started doing this, I started seeing a difference in Jeff and Emma, my husband and my daughter. You guys, I was happier, I was more positive, I was more patient and less anxious, and they saw it. They saw it every day. So I naturally affected them through my choice of being more grateful. Now, the second byproduct and the third layer of blessing are the intentional byproducts. And this is intentionally looking for and seeking out the blessings in your day, and also the people in your day who are blessing you, being aware of it. But this is the second step, intentionally voicing that gratitude. As a result of saying thank you, or sending a thank you note, or calling someone and telling them you are grateful for them, you are intentionally affecting them. You have the power to not only change the trajectory of your day, but their day also. You guys, it's a gift. Gratitude is a gift. It's a gift to you who is practicing it, and it's a gift to the person who is receiving it. So be intentional about your gratitude. Be obsessively grateful, right? Try to find each and every opportunity you can to show gratitude toward those people in our lives. I want to challenge you to be the first domino. And here's what I mean by that. If we are going out every day and looking for these blessings and looking for the people who are touching our lives, you guys, it is going to be really easy to be the first domino. You find those things that are blessing you, you verbalize your gratitude, and you know what? You push it, and you are starting a chain reaction. You're the first domino. You have no idea how that chain is going to affect people or how many people, but it will, and in good ways. What a great way to impact the world with positivity and gratitude rather than negativity and complaining, because those things also affect the people around us, but not in a good way. So let's be a positive impact and be the first domino. And there's more than one way, you guys, to show gratitude. It's not always saying it in person. It could be sending a letter. It could be a phone call, a text. It doesn't have to be only thanking people in the present. Maybe you have someone who has always been an encourager to you, someone who has always shown love and kindness towards you. Maybe it's time to write them a note and tell them how grateful you are for them. And don't forget about those people closest to you. What I found, you guys, is when I first started doing this, is I was really intentional all day as I'm out and about seeing people, going to the gym, going to the grocery store, going to Emma's school. I was doing a really good job of being grateful for people until I came home. And then I was tired and I was hungry. And unfortunately, Jeff got the leftovers of me. And it wasn't good. I had shown gratitude and kindness all day long. And then I came back to my own home with the people that I love the most. And I wasn't showing gratitude for them. So don't forget about those people. Make a conscious effort to make sure your family knows how much you appreciate them, right? Hopefully they know that we love them, but it's different to be loved and then rather than appreciated, okay? I can't tell you how much it has impacted our marriage for me to be more appreciative of the things that Jeff does. He hasn't changed anything that he's done. I've just changed that I'm becoming more aware of not only noticing those things, but telling him that I notice them. It's a gift, you guys. So look for those people around you. I think that you are really going to find that this makes you happier. And one of my absolute favorite quotes is, it's not happy people that are thankful, but it's thankful people that are happy. And I have found that absolutely to be true. So I challenge you today and every day to find the blessings. Seek them out. Look, sometimes you have to dig for them, but dig deep. Find the good in every situation, but don't stop there. Vocalize your gratitude. Tell people that you love them. Tell people that you are grateful for them. And be the first domino. Have a great day, guys. And you know what? In the comments of this, I would love for you to share your experiences with this. So if you have a great experience being the domino or sharing gratitude with someone else, would you please comment it below? It really encourages all of us, and it motivates all of us to do a little bit better every day. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.